Good afternoon. Ooh, this is loud. Pleased to be here. I'm here to talk to you about something that very few people know about, which is manganese. And manganese as is it used in the making of lithium-ion batteries, of which it is a key component for NMC, nickel manganese cathode formulations. A lot of the interest in battery materials is focused around lithium, nickel, and cobalt, largely because at some point or another there's been perceived scarcity issues. Manganese, which is a widely traded commodity, has not had that focus yet. I'm here to tell you that that attention is actually warranted because there are significant barriers to entry to producing what ultimately represents pharmaceutical-grade chemicals that are required to make these NMC cathodes. So this picture I like to put in to start my presentation because it shows you a lot of the automobile models that are starting to come out, the EVs that carry manganese in their batteries, the ones that are already out and some that are coming shortly. Manganese is truly electric and a neglected battery raw material. The project that our company is focused on is known as the Chvaletice Manganese Project. It's located about 90 kilometers east of Prague and hosted in tailings that date back from the communist era. This is Europe's largest manganese deposit by far, and it has remarkable attributes, largely that the manganese itself is contained in manganese carbonate minerals, which are very easy to leach and very easy to turn into extremely high purity products, which is one of the main focuses that the industry has right now, is in acquiring products that allow high performance in batteries in terms of safety, life, chargeability, a number of characteristics that manganese brings to the batteries. I have to show you this and tell you that when we're talking about the future, and you're not supposed to rely on me because our crystal ball doesn't work. The Australian exchange, ASX, in which we're listed, also asked us to tell you that we're supposed to be complying with the resource disclosure rules and many others, which we attempt to do so religiously. So to talk to you about Euro-manganese, we've been working on this project for the last 4 years and are now in the process of completing a feasibility study for this project. We're targeting significant production of manganese in the order of about 50,000 tons of manganese contained in various products with a 25-year life. The environmental footprint of this project is extraordinary in that we don't have to mine anything. The manganese is already been mined and sitting milled on surface. We're talking about no pre-processing prior to making the manganese products. We're not generating any new waste, and that's helped us tremendously as well in terms of gaining or at least avoiding opposition to this project. To date, we've seen very strong support at the community and regulatory level, and we are getting ready to file our environmental impact assessment for the project. Within literally months, we begin the process, which we hope to complete pretty quickly. We've done an enormous amount of metallurgical test work and have developed a flow sheet, which is proven very robust, even to the point of now building a pilot plant, which has been producing just the products of the right specification that we have been targeting. And we've got, like I said, very good permitting momentum with the project, and even we've had very good engagement with major NGOs who seem to be quite attracted to the project, because one of the collateral benefits of this project is that we expect to remediate what is a brownfields polluted site. Another aspect of the project which is unique is that we stand to become the only primary producer of these products in Europe. Currently, Europe imports 100% of all its manganese products, And you have now a major emerging lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle industry in transition to, largely driven by government regulations. And this deposit suddenly becomes potentially strategic in terms of the development of European supply chains. I spoke to you already about the manganese carbonate tailings. Manganese carbonated minerals are rare. In fact, over 98% of the manganese in the world occurs in oxides, which are refractory to leaching. They need to be either chemically or thermally reduced, which comes at significant cost and environmental impact. We are very much a waste recycling project, and during the 4 years that we've worked on this project, we have set ourselves a very systematic process supported by some of the leading minds in the world in the design, development, and operation of these plants. We've gone to experience and we've gone to conventional technology, proven and currently in use in a multitude of operations around the world. And again, we've built a very strong team internally as well with good project development, management, financing, capacity. I invite you to get to know us better, either visiting us or visiting our website. We believe the manganese market stands to be transformed over the next little while. Manganese, like I said, is largely a metallurgical commodity or metal used for steel making, but there is a niche, which is these high purity manganese chemicals, which is emerging. And we see now chronic underinvestment in the sector, and we believe that we stand an extremely good shot here at becoming a strategic player within the European market, with demand rising rapidly and very little supply response outside of China. I talked about the growth of the market, but what I really want to emphasize is that there is a huge amount of investment being made by automakers, by chemical companies, battery companies, to develop capacity to put batteries into these automobiles that we expect will end up on the roads all over the world. But the investments, the work done to produce the raw materials to going into these has fallen short. And manganese has been one of the neglected sectors. We intend to be there on a competitive basis for this industry. I'm going to skip because I'm realizing I'm going to run out of time here, but we've had a great deal of interest. I'm going to skip quite a bit, but I'll tell you that we have had a lot of interest from customers, very strong customer demand. Over the last little while, we've signed 4 agreements with 4 very significant players in industry. One for steelmaking applications, specialized steelmaking applications. 2 with leading global players in the battery and battery materials or NMC cathode sector, and 1 with a chemical group for anodes for hybrid cars. And we are in active discussions with several others, and all this is intended to begin a qualification process for a demonstration plant that we intend to build in 2020 to start delivering bulk samples of product so that we can get these products qualified for use in these automobiles. I'm going to skip this, but I'll invite you to go on our website and you can see it. But we have a view that there's a significant growth in the battery sector, and also that manganese will play a very significant role. In fact, and you'll see it in the majority of applications going forward. This is a map I love to show, which shows you Europe and the emerging battery ecosystem. Every single one of these points, EV plants, battery plants, cell plants, needs manganese. And I'm pretty much out of time here. But we, again, stand to become the only primary producer of these products in Europe. We're not aware of another deposit even remotely close to the one that we are working on right now. Can I have a minute or 2 more?
We're actually over time overall, so not really.
Not good.
But,
I ran out of time. I'd be happy to speak to any one of you offline. I had a few more slides here, but I think you've got the message. We are working on a unique project with a unique environmental footprint that is strategic to Europe in an industry that is growing very rapidly. Thank you for your time.